Hello again, and welcome to Sinnissippi Centers YouTube channel. Once again, we're going to talk with somebody from Sinnissippi today. It's Stephanie Englund, who is Sinnissippi Centers Recovery Manager, and we're going to talk to her today about the women's recovery home that is going to be opening and how you might be able to help that out. Hello.
Hi, Andy. How are you?
Doing good under the circumstances. You?
Thanks for having me. Wonderful. Yes.
Our new work attire, right? Very casual that we're doing during this time as we all work from home for Sinnissippi Centers, and kind of an interesting situation.
It definitely is. It allows us to explore our internal and our external environments. And I just want to do a shout out to Mother Earth. Today is Earth Day.
Today is Earth Day. Oh, okay, yeah.
Love your mother.
Yeah, all right. And we're recording this on a Tuesday. We'll probably share it later today or tomorrow. But let's get right to it. What we want to talk about today is the women's recovery home. And of course, we were on track for about April 27th opening, give or take, until the coronavirus hit. And of course, that's been delayed now. But we will open it, and we're going to need some help from people to do so, and we'll get into that. But first of all, why don't you tell us what is the women's recovery home? Describe that to the people that are watching.
Well, thank you. The women's recovery home is a very similar model to the men's recovery home, which opened in May of 2018 in Dixon, Illinois. The women's recovery home will house a minimum of 10 women to start with in a shared space that is focused on living a sober and stable living environment while they develop their early and late recovery skills. In addition to completing their treatment, will be working on rebuilding those family relationships, time with their children, employment, education, and really it's just propel them to the next level of their life.
All right, so that's great. How long would the average stay be for somebody at the women's recovery home? I know we've had the men's recovery home for now a little over, or coming up on 2 years, maybe, is it this May? But how many women will be actually staying at the women's recovery home, and for how long?
So when we opened the men's model, we projected 6 to 9 months based on area research and data from recovery homes throughout the state. 6 to 9 months is on average. What we found is, and what research states, is that the longer an individual is in treatment, the lower risk for relapses. So we found on average about 9 to 12 months is the long-term stay at the recovery home. It is an individual program, and so an individual can kind of work through their program as fast or as slow as they need to.
All right, that's great. So do we have an idea of when the recovery home might be opening? I know it's going to depend a lot on the situation, and we're assessing that as an overall agency day by day, certainly for the recovery home as well. But do we have some sort of idea?
Well, I think the idea, we did have an end of April, early May projection to open, and we definitely have a robust growing wait list. We are still receiving applications for women who have a need to be housed there. At this point, we could possibly say sometime end of May as a probability. The site itself will be up and ready to facilitate women moving in. So there's some steps that we still need to take. We're hopeful that the end of May might be that opening date for us, and the need is there. We just have to kind of put things in place and really kind of look at what the agency is doing as a whole and being able to provide these services to the needed women in our community.
Right. And of course, just like we will for the whole agency, we're using our Facebook and YouTube. This is a YouTube video, and we're using other electronic means, website, like I said, Facebook, Twitter, those kind of things to let people know stuff. Now, and speaking of, people can help open the recovery home in a way of sorts. Tell us a little bit about how they can do that, the wedding registry on Amazon.
So, and we learned this from when we opened the men's recovery home, is that having a gift registry and putting some of the things that we need is great for people who just kind of want to go shopping online and buy a little something, send it to us, as if you're having a housewarming. So we need, bedding and silverware and all sorts of toiletries and appliances, small appliances. So the wedding registry is the place to do that, to support the recovery home. There's a lot of initial setup costs that can be pretty hefty, and for a nonprofit agency, we really want to open up the opportunity for community members to express their gifts through the Amazon Marketplace and donating through that means. Gift certificates and gift cards are also helpful. And you saw with the Amazon link, go on there and buy some things and send it to us, and that'd be great.
Yeah, the link is up there right now, and you can go there. Now, one of the easier ways to do that is I'm my own producer at the same time that I'm the interviewer, right? So we'll look up here and on our website, there we go. You can go to our website and you'll see that slide there, Match Made in Heaven Wedding Registry to benefit Sinnissippi Centers Recovery Home, Women's Recovery Home. And you can click that and it will take you directly to that Amazon link, and you can do that, do it that way. So that is one way that you can do that. So it's an easier way to do that rather than try to get that link in the video, although you could pause the video and you could type that in your computer or write that down. But that is one way. Anything else? I know we're a little short on time here, but anything else that you'd like to say about the Women's Recovery Home?
I just want to say that we have just had such an outpouring of support from the community members, and we know that this need is there. I'm really sorry that we haven't been able to get up and running as we projected, because like I said, we do have a waiting list, and so there are women in need of this safe, supportive recovery shelter. And the recovery home will be up and running very soon, and we will be there with all of the warmth and support and clinical expertise that we can provide for these women and hopefully their children as well.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Stephanie Englund, Recovery Home Manager for Sinnissippi Centers. Be well through this situation, as we wish that for everyone.
Yes. Thank you, Andy. Take care.